They go there, they take their medication free. If we can have institutions that they be based on researches, advocacy, and services, it may not be all true you have it free, but certain can minimize, can reduce the cost, because these people are being paid by the government. So the children, when they come in there, they can have the benefit of some intervention. Yes.
Okay, let's just take another caller. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Go ahead, please.
Yes. Please, could you talk to your guest? How can we differentiate autism and Down syndrome in a day?
Okay. All right. Thank you, Joe.
When you have a baby and you have a Down syndrome or autism, how can you differentiate it in a baby?
All right, thank you. He wants to know, just as you said earlier, the difference between autism and Down syndrome.
Well, Down syndrome is a chromosomal disorder which is linked with the mother's age too, and why the autism now is coming out with father's age. But Down syndrome children have a fishy. So when you see a child with Down syndrome, it's very easy for any trained person to know that this person has Down syndrome. They have these slighted eyes. They have the widening of the nasal cleft. They have these the face. Sometimes most of them have the small heads, and if they are really having what we call the intellectual disability, we shouldn't call it mental retardation now. Intellectual disability. A lot of them do like kind of drool. Some of them drool, saliva.
Aside from that, what are the signs that you find in autism that you can't find in Down syndrome?
Children with autism, they don't. Most of them don't communicate. There's that speech thing. Children with Down syndrome can actually express themselves, and you see children with autism. A lot of them have the hyperactivity, jumping. Some of them throwing tantrums. Autism is faceless. You don't really see those things. You can't see this child and say this child has autism classically. And so maybe it's like being hyperactive and you spoke with him or her and he's not speaking. But child with Down syndrome, they have a fishy. So it's classical with a child with Down syndrome from a child with autism.
But all of these children, they do have their own strength.
Yes, they have their strength. Children with autism, they've been really linked. We call it savvatism. Some of them are very good in music, some very good in painting, some very good mathematical. They have these good mathematical skills. So it's not all of them, but those that are really good in them, it's good to encourage them because they can make a lot.
And then the society will also help by not stigmatizing.
That is
labeling.
Labeling. It's not an autistic child, please, the general public. It's a child living with autism because there was a child, or rather there's a child before the child had autism. So we shouldn't label any child and say, oh, this is an autistic child. You say this child is living with autism. It will help also to destigmatize and the labeling, and I encourage parents to bring out the children, especially the fact that that they are not going to be labeled as a bad parent, because those are some of the myths. They believe that maybe because I'm a bad parent, that is why I had a child with autism. So we should encourage people to actually come out and speak.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for coming today on the program.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank Ilo, who called in from Warri, and Joe, who called in from Abuja. Thank you all for being a part of this. If you missed any of this, you can watch again on youtube.com/channelsweb. Thank you all for watching. I'm Yomi Otaigbe. Stay tuned for news.